properties that we handle here at Specs, Chateau de Brondeau and Domaine de Courteillac. And they're wines that we are very proud of and eager to introduce you to. So let me ask a question of you, Mr.
You can call me Dominique.
Dominique. Dominique it is then. What is it about, what do you have to be, how close do you have to be to Saint-Emilion to be called a Saint-Emilion?
But you have first to be in the commune of Saint-Emilion, in the county of Saint-Emilion if you want.
So how does your terroir differ from that of Saint-Emilion?
But this one is different because it's close to the river, so it's completely different. This one is quite close to the terroir of Saint-Emilion because it comes from the original same plateau and the Dordogne River made its way in between. So I have a terroir in Courteillac which is quite close to the Saint-Emilion terroir.
Outstanding. But you after both of these represent two different terroirs. In the Brondeau terroir?
The Brondeau terroir is the alluvium terroir, you know, which we are the vineyards are 50 meters from the side of the river, so it's completely different.
And I also noticed that you are trying to be very American friendly, which is a good thing. And I noticed that you're one of the first pioneers to put Merlot Cabernet on the front label.
I don't think I'm the first, but I am. It's very seldom that you see that on a bottle of Bordeaux. I agree, but I thought that I had to do this because now the competition we feel in this price range, you know, is the competition we face comes from wines from Argentina, from Chile, sometimes California, and therefore they are very much grape varieties oriented. So Bordeaux, for some young people who want to start with wine, sometimes it's not very easy to say, oh, I'm going to buy a Courteillac. What is Courteillac? It's a Bordeaux Superior, you know. Oh God, what is that? So if they see Merlot and Cabernet on the bottle, this may help. That's why I put it.
Well, I for one am glad you did, because Cabernet and Merlot are old friends to Americans, and sometimes, as you say, the other areas may not be quite so familiar to us. Well, listen, let's get on to taste something behind the label here. This is the 09 Chateau Brondeau. Please introduce us.
The 09 vintage is a very untypical vintage in Bordeaux because we had a very warm summer, and therefore we produce wines which are very dense, very much on the fruit, very sweet, you know, with some kind of with a little more alcohol than usual. But the challenge that vintage was to find a good balance between the fruit, the alcohol, and the acidity. And I think we made it. You know, we ended up with in Chateau de Brondeau, we ended up with a wine which was very much on the fruit at the beginning, very black fruit, you know, and with a good balance from the beginning to the end. Not too complex, but with really classic Bordeaux style, with a good and soft finish. I like very much this vintage I have made at Chateau de Brondeau.
I agree with you. It's delicious. It is beautifully balanced. You get great fruit in there in the mid palate. It's just delicious.
Some kind of a chocolate flavor in the same time.
And that's an 09 Brondeau. We also have here another 09, and this is Domaine de Courteillac.
Yeah.
Please introduce its cousin.
It is big brother. It is his big brother.
Big brother.
But no, I think, you know, you have the same characteristic. You know, we are with a big difference. It's because of the quality of the terroir we have in Courteillac. In fact, we produce wines which with more complexity, with more character, and I think the taste also is a little bit different. Everything is deeper and more precise than it was in Brondeau. You know, the challenge in Brondeau due to his subsoil is to produce a wine with taste, a wine with class, and with a smooth finish, because sometimes it could be a little tannic and tough at the end. When in Courteillac, the challenge is mainly to take the best out of the beautiful terroir we have. Well, and we produce there a wine which is quite close to a Saint-Emilion Grand Cru. You know, we have a Saint-Emilion subsoil. We take care of the vines and of the vinification the same way they do for a Cru Classé. And since we are Bordeaux Superior, we are not allowed to be a Cru Classé. So, but we are very close. And price-wise, we are very far downwards, of course. So this makes a very nice bottle to drink.
We are
very interesting. Good value for money, they say.
We are the beneficiaries of French law. and this is absolutely delicious.